time playing against them. And there you have
not
it.
bad at all, though.
Trading down their
Navi with the
perfectly.
losses can still buy
They
this one.
now
Everyone's
lead
sitting
on
about 4K.
Lotus. I love how the BBL fans, you know, they had one chance to see their team go and play end of
My ultimate's ready.
Yampy's having some impact,
here.
man.
You can hear them in the background, giving it advantage that BBL can now work with as they move through this attack. Rolling Thunder, perhaps not the Armageddon, the Annihilation to come. It is the Armageddon, sorry, apologies.
My ult's ready.
Annihilation.
Stunted. I think everyone so stunned. They just wouldn't do it. They like the idea of refreshing the damage. Too close to breach if you do that. Maybe when they run out of ideas, they'll use an agent to do that. Nice shot.
That's crazy from Roche. He's aggressive every single time. Rolling Thunder used to stall at the retake, but it's only one player caught. And it's
Yampy's doing so much.
Transfer to the crosshair.
He's going Navi's way. A good amount of it's there full, though.
That's a drop back as they do this coming in. Oh, there you go.
Well, there we go. All we have to do is read that comment out.
Shao with 3 on the round. Massive.
They hit some nice shots here, though. You gotta give them that. Spirit, thanks so much for the prime, bro. Appreciate the 17 mums. Thank you for that.
Strong position to be in now for Na'Vi. They chose to start on the defense. You have to remember.
Give him 3 missiles, no recharge. You don't want to see that, man. The afterplan will be horrendous.
Just getting back on track as things
That's one person on their own just having an insane delay.
To throw at them. Talking of Ruxic, I mean, this guy was lights out against Vitality. Felt like whoever was on the Omen, him or Koala, was the one causing issues. This is just something
that means if you're close enough, you'd have to tap the spike 3 times before the person commits. I can't be in there. If you weren't close enough, you'd probably get a half again. Five teams with Toronto? I'm not sure, man. I want to see, dude, Gen G RRQ will give me a good idea. I want to see how these 2 teams start looking. That's a big game. Dude, a BBL getting the fast pick in like 80% of the rounds.
Would be their 6th round. I'm trying to be proactive here. Angel's got a great pull on the round. The thing for me is, this is a must-win for Na'Vi when you look at the money.
It's a really heavy over-rotate.
Back out the smoke. Paranoia prepared. It catches onto a couple of players. That's huge utility usage. The rest of Na'Vi profit from it. But still, health pool is low.
Oh, he might isolate to 1v1s. 10 HP.
Is gone and there's only one more standing in his way. Sociable shifts from the door and Hero just re-clears.
30 seconds left.
The spike is his. With 6 bullets.
Well, he's swinging 1 by 1. He wanted to catch because they didn't have info around the map. He wanted to catch him as he's trying to go through the door. And he ended up giving him a 1v1. It's not what you wanted to do, especially with the Cypher alive. I think if there's other agents alive on defense, I kind of be okay with it, but majority of the time, it's not a thing, especially with the Cypher. It's not a thing. You got so much info everywhere around the map. Like, even if he goes B here, you eliminate a big factor that he hasn't gone over towards B main.
Sociable knowing that he's low.
No cage. Salvos, who knows that he's got to tap it, then after Salvo, he's got to deal with the ult.
So we'll play the slow game. Hero now finally arriving on site. First of the salvos coming out as a precautionary measure.
Yeah, here comes the ult.
Can Hero hold his nerve? He's not going to be given half a chance. That's the ult. Straight back in. But still there's time to pull this off. He has to get onto the spike right now.
Is there time to pull it off?
Sociable has played the timing perfectly. laying loose all the
you don't see it
utils
much
step
longer.
by step and just
Dude,
securing
when you
that
have that
safe.
ult in a
Yeah, I mean, we were
1v1,
talking
it's
about
pretty
the-
much
the
impossible to
top
lose, it
rookies
feels
in
like.
VCT this
And
year.
Navi
Zeus,
misplay it.
Levin, and also Rusick. But everyone forgets about Sociable, the 28-year-old rookie.
I was going to say something, I can't
The
remember what I was going
eldest
to say.
rookie in VCT EMEA since partnerships began, but you can already see why his teammates put so much trust in him.
1v1? I mean, this is a
Someone who's been
1v2.
made to play multiple roles, but since he has shifted into this tail, it feels like that is the perfect fit, as it's a red
Might have even been a
clutch, which
1v3, I can't remember if it was like straight
continues
insta trade
into
or
the
not.
next round. With a bit more venom,
I feel
BBL
like
back to A again.
Navi have lost every impactful round apart from
Navi are
one.
the first to fall, while at least to get the trade,
Oh,
but he's
God.
the one for this world. BBL winning out this A fight, and they continue on as they try to hunt down Show, but he's able to escape. BBL have access to the A site again though. Cairo, Hero, the only player with a Vandal in hand. He's the closest spy. If he drops, then all of the rest fall like a house of cards, and there you have it. Opposite number shut down. Magnum giving us what
How did
should
they end
now
with
be
7
a
here? How could
BBL
you win
advantage in this
pistol and
first
mess
half
that
of
up
their
so
map pick?
badly?
Yeah, this is in line with
They
what
bought
we
on the
expect from
thirds, they
Navi
had
as
to
well
eco on the
on
fourth.
defense.
And then they lost like
Shao, though, does have
3
utility to work
1v1s.
with. Against 3,
A
I mean, you're
1v2
just
or a
expecting BBL to
1v3.
close this out.
And then they lost every single
Excuse me, Shao's stuck in
important
the
round
mud.
and majority of the fast kills.
To get out of tree now. Again, just not enough time to even consider the possibility of this round being
Definitely a
won
good
by
example
Navi.
of why,
That's it,
in my
BBL
opinion,
confirm their
the NA
advantage.
buy like
It's going to be a 7-5 half in
comes
their
back to
favour.
bite you too hard if you lose it.
I mean, again, I just touched on it. This is what we expect from Navi, but with that double sentinel on attack now, how does that work? But with that being said, let's hear from Yampi on how much it means for BBL to make it to Masters Toronto.
1v3 in the peak, yeah, that's what I thought. Dude, that extra peek over towards door was so rough. Two ops and an outlaw, what the hell?
I think for playoffs, our mentality is pretty straightforward. We want to qualify to Toronto. I think the stage 1 especially showed that we can do it. We are working every single day towards that and together as a team.
Nice. Mini defuse, defuse. I will defuse. I'm on HP, I have 2 bullets. Nice defuse, please. You can't kill. Just kill.
I think if we qualify to Toronto, for me personally, it's another statement that I can be a tier 1 player. I was very, very close going back to tier 2 this year, and making Toronto is kind of mark that I can be a tier 1 player, and for the team, it would be an unbelievable experience.
Holy. Well, he's at least giving himself a good shot at it for next year as well, I imagine. This.
With the advantage on their own map pick of Lotus, one which they've not
The
been
longest
into
game,
all
the
that often.
Ascent
Navi
game, yeah,
themselves
for
have
sure.
shown it in
It was
spells,
madness.
but when they do, that often comes with change. Now into yet another pistol round. The
Yeah,
question
piece development
is
from
going
Jet to
be,
IGL.
can they
Dude, his
tie
Jet
us
was
up
crazy as well.
show
I mean,
us
you got to see
the
when we
value
first saw his Jet,
of
he'd
these
only spent
changes?
like 2 weeks on the game.
Or will we see more smiles from the audience as BBL have
But he's
rolled
got
out numbers
incredible
today?
work ethic, so
I mean, that's it,
it'll always
right?
be good.
On a day where history could be made, one away from making it to a Masters event for the first time for BBL. And you've got to be thinking, Navi as well, it's been
The
a
coach was the
long
longest
time
overtime game I
since
was
they've
part
been
of.
amongst the
Not even
top
sure.
in the world in Valorant.
There was one on Zash,
It's
there's one
an
on
ongoing process for
Reykjavik,
both of these
second
teams
Reykjavik
from
that was quite
different
long against
places.
Sasha. I can't remember how many
There is
overtimes
just
it
a
was.
reminder that we have alluded to a couple of times already.
Double Sheriff.
That's what makes a big
Navi
difference.
1-0
I
on the
think
pistols,
the thing
which
for me
makes
is
this
if we do see
a lot
BBL
worse.
start to then kick on, how comfortable can it be? Can they keep it clean? 'Cause I
Osamui,
have to
thank you
say
so
at
much, dude.
times,
Good to see you
they've
again,
left a
bro.
couple of
Thank you for
these
the
rounds
32
hanging.
months.
Navi are
Appreciate
not
the
the sort
prime.
of team that you can give that space, and so Sociable's already put his foot down, and it's Angel gone. It's a big loss. You think of the initiation on the double sentinel composition, and it really comes from that deadlock. BBL have an idea about this C play, especially with the spike being over towards this side. You can see Cypher being kept on B.
Dude, look how much space Na'Vi have early though. They got everywhere apart from B main. Hey, well, that's an MTA site. Spike's gonna have to cross the double hold though. Oh, he committed? Damn, he committed and got one though. You gotta smoke, Roxic, you're fine.
It's the spike drop though, as you say, and Roxic has to find a way to follow
God, he was late on that smoke. He got so much space from it.
I believe it. Yeah, he does. Happy with the 3v3 now, not giving Navi the advantage. At the same time, BBL up towards Yampi, moving through C-Moon.
DLV, hello mate. Hello, hello. Doing good, bro. How you doing?
BBL's defense just been a little worried about the space that Navi's taken because they've had so much time on this side of the map.
The overview sounds delayed.
One another, but you can see the setup is inclined towards upper. They're grouping there, but BBL coming in through stairs.
Dude, they are locked in, man. Koala's got a nade though.
And it does look good. The blast fight was even
How? How's he winning that? No way, and he gets another one. I'm not sure he should be alive here. He's trying to go for a wider swing because he's dodging the nade. And that's kind of saved him there.
Even though they are the kings of pistol rounds, BBL. And it's the exact same way that not.
Match found. Deathmatch. Warm up.
Stay alive. I hate making new friends.
Fight!
Let's go!
Dominating!
Back off! Found the spot.
Dominating.
That's 3. 4 down.
Remaining.
Nice try. Smart move.
5 kills remaining.
That's 3. Found the spy. Back off.
1 kill remaining.
One more.